boys? Welcome back to another episode of the Road to Glory Halfback. And I gotta say, since being drafted to the NFL, I've kind of been liking this series again. We're currently leading the league in rushing yards, not in rushing touchdowns, but probably in carries as well. We have 131 carries, which is 30 more than the other two shown on this league leader screen right here. But let's see if we can keep that up today against the LA Rams in game one. We know the Chiefs are in game two. I'm not sure who game three is, but let's see if we keep up our number one running back season as a 75 overall in our rookie year. Starting the game off with the ball, and let's see if we get some magic to happen here. First freaking run here. I tried getting greedy. I tried going all the way around. I tried doing a large old swoop there. I could have probably got like an extra 10 yards there if I just ran straight at the defender, but being greedy. Still got a gain of 13 there, though. And the patience held off right there. We get another gain of 10. 2 rushes, 23 yards already to start. Let's go with the pass now. Don't want to be too greedy here to start off like I was on that first run. And if you're looking out there to the left, Davante Adams on the Raiders. I know I do these in advance, and I mention that literally every single episode of any series I do. But as I'm recording this, Davante Adams just got traded to the Jets. Like, literally an hour ago, he got traded to the Jets. And I'm hoping that works out well. I actually like that a lot. Obviously, you know, the easy connection to Rodgers. But I think they could turn their season around. They're 2-4. Just barely lost Monday Night Football against the Bills. And obviously, you guys have seen what happened the next few weeks. But I'm hoping they can find a way to the playoffs. If Rodgers and Adams still have that same connection from Green Bay, they're going to be looking up pretty okay to end this season here. But it is interesting that Mike Williams has not been too good for the Jets so far. Like, they signed him in free agency, and as a Panthers fan, I wanted to get Mike Williams. We did not get him, but he's like wide receiver 3 or 4 right now, it feels like. And I'm not the only one saying that. And what a spin move. And we actually take that for a touchdown. What just happened there? I was not expecting a touchdown on that run. That was looking actually pretty ugly. But look at that bowling animation. Strike! Going back to the football talk, it is definitely looking like the Panthers may start Bryce Young again at some point in the season. We are now 1-5. Have only won one game with Andy Dalton, which, you know, that was a glorious game to win against, you know, funny enough, the Raiders, the team I'm currently on. But I was unsure if Bryce was going to get another start this year, if they would just ride out with Andy Dalton and give Bryce one last chance next year. But it's looking more and more like he's going to play probably the last few games of the season at the very least, if it keeps going like this. And I'm hoping, you know, if he does come back in, we see enough on whether to move on from him or if he's the guy. I obviously hope he's the guy. I'm a big Bryce fan. But if he's not going to be the guy, there's no reason to, you know, hold on to another year instead of just drafting somebody this year. Although I don't really like any of the options this year, as like our first round picks anyway, because we're going to have an early first round pick. We're currently slated at 4th pick. And I don't really want to take Shedeur Sanders, Cam Ward, or Jalen Milroe there. But if we get to like the 12th pick and one of those guys is still there, I would be down. My personal option would be Milroe, which is another Alabama quarterback, funny enough. And then probably Cam Ward and then Shedeur Sanders. I live in Colorado, and I really like Shedeur. I just don't know if he's necessarily ready. I feel like he's good. I think he's definitely good enough. I just don't know if he's consistent enough for the NFL. But I guess time will tell. And if we do get him, I will 100% support him. And look at this. A 44-yard run. Is that what that is? Is that my math? I don't know. But another touchdown. We are freaking having a career year here. And this is why I'm loving this series so much again. We are actually able to run those long runs and get touchdowns. The offensive line actually blocks really well. And bowling, yet again, I love the bowling animation, as you can tell. Up 13-3, if we get the PAT, 14-3. Looking pretty good so far. This is our 3rd drive, I believe. Maybe our 4th. I think it's our 3rd, though. Going to start it off with a pass. It's a 2-minute drill. Honestly, it could have gone to me. I'm okay. It didn't, though. They just put up a stat right before this that I am leading the league in halfback receiving yards, which I feel is kind of wild. I have 368, which I didn't feel like I had that much. I'm also leading the league in rushing yards, obviously, and I'm only 75 overall. Now, I don't remember if I put it on All Madden. I think I did, but I'm not going to check because I don't want to put it to All Madden. I'm having fun the way it's at, so I'm not going to look. I'm just going to say it's on All Madden, but I'm pretty sure it was. Didn't mean to possession catch that, but I'll take it. Gain of 6. 6 more receiving yards, and we're going to go with a screen here, which is probably why I'm leading the league in receiving yards, because of that right there, the screen plays. Pretty good game so far for us. We've got a minute left. See if we get some more points here before half. I can't get a block out there. I got one, but it was a little late. And 46 seconds left, 2nd and 2. Corner out here. Let's see if we could get a touchdown. Come on, Minshew. Throw us the ball. Didn't mean to possession catch again, but we do have 3 timeouts. So I'm going to take one right there. 35 seconds left. We're going to run stick and see if the same thing happens. We have 100 rushing yards in this first half, which is pretty good. 2 touchdowns as well. Okay, don't be a fumble, please. He gets hit as he throws. I called for it there at the end because I saw that he's getting pressured. So luckily he got it out without any interceptions or any fumbles. 2nd and goal now, though. And we get it to, I don't even know who that is. Is that Meyer? I don't know. But we get a touchdown. It is now 20-10. 28 seconds left in the first half. Second half, and we somehow already have the ball 14 seconds into it. I doubt they punted it or turned it over. But I swore we started the game with the ball. Maybe I'm wrong there, but either way, we do have the ball. Got a gain of 3 there. Going to run it again, of course. And see if we could pick up some nice yardage here. Go straight up the gut. We at least get the first down. We are up 11. If we could extend our lead here, that would be pretty nice against the Rams, who are 3 and 2. Got 3:42 left in the third of our first game of the day. Still got 2 more after this. Once again, I think one's against the Chiefs. Not sure who the other one's against. Gonna go with a pass here. That way we're just not running every single play. And he gets destroyed, and it's actually a fumble. That is not good. Okay, well, the Rams get the ball back. I don't know if they had it at all, but that is very unfortunate ending to our first drive of the second half. Rams didn't score any points here, so we're back. Let's see if we can get a nice run here. We cannot. I was a little too patient there, and I didn't go as far outside as I probably should have. Going to go with a pass here. Second play. 2nd and 8. I'm going to stay back and block for a second here, because that edge has got us locked in. I don't know who's at corner there. They're an X Factor. And they just deflected that pretty nicely. Number 27, is that Tre'Davious? Does he still have an X Factor? He's the one they have, right? They have Tre'Davious White. Was able to get that out before Minshew got sacked, but not going to get the first down. It is now 4th and 3. So another rough ending to a drive. The drives so far this half have not been that great. I put it on shoe clock since we're in the 4th now and we have a 5-point lead. Let's just hope that your boy can get some more rushing yards, because the first half was glorious. 100 yards rushing. But, you know, second half has looked very ugly. I've had like 6 rushes for 20 yards this half. And as an offense, you know, we've looked terrible. Look at that. Another sack. Luckily, we keep the clock rolling. I'm going to do a screenplay here. 3 minutes left in the game. Can we hold on to this lead, or are we about ready to blow it again? Nobody's out there to block for me on the first guy anyway. And did I get out of bounds? Okay, luckily I didn't. So it's 4th and 5. 2:43 left. Can the boys please make one more defensive stop for us? I do not want to come out here on a 2-minute drill and having to get points. They do get a stop. 1 minute left. We're just going to chew the clock, and that's going to be the game. We're going to start today's episode 1-0. Game number 2 is obviously against the Chiefs, like we said. Game number 3 is actually against the Bengals. So this could be a rough ending to this episode. They are both 2 really good teams, and I could see us losing both games, but hopefully we could pick up the dub in at least one of them. But let's get into this first game against the Chiefs. Once again, we start the game, and kind of nervous for this. They have Chris Jones right there up in the middle, obviously, and then Also, Nick Bolton is got his X Factor on for the entire game because of some quest where he called me out. So we'll see how it goes. We were doing pretty good last week, obviously, as they show my stats there. We had 2 touchdowns, 137 yards or something like that. However, this Chiefs defense is a little bit different. I'm a little nervous here. First 2 plays haven't gained too much. Gain of 6. We're on 3rd and 4 now. Can we bail the team out? Minshew with an incomplete pass. 4th and 4. End of the first drive is ugly. Defense held the Chiefs to only 3 points there, and they're actually 2 and 4, which I've noticed a lot. I think it might be an overcorrection to the sim engine last year or something. Because last year, if you had the Cowboys or Chiefs playbooks, you're automatically like really good and winning a lot of games, no matter what. So this year, I wonder if they like overcorrected that, because I see the Chiefs having a losing record a lot, which doesn't make too much sense to me because they were back-to-back Super Bowl champions, and they're currently undefeated, 5-0 in real life. Obviously, like I said in the first game, ahead. We know this. You guys are 3 weeks ahead of me. And actually, look at this. Pretty nice running so far. 5 rushes, 40 yards. That's an average of 8. So I'll take that. That is actually very good. And we end the first quarter with that. See if we can get some points on this drive. We're going to go with a pass here. Do a little play action. Switch it up after 2 pretty decent runs. See? He's getting destroyed. And he throws an interception to Justin Reed. I cannot see back there, so I couldn't get the tackle. But that is another rough way to end the drive. Not looking good so far to start this game. Chiefs do go down and get a touchdown there, which is not surprising. Getting a touchdown is probably pretty easy for them. But with our 40 rushing yards so far, we actually have 900 on the season. Pretty good. We're close to 1,000 yards. We're already 1,000 yards from scrimmage because we have 400 receiving yards as well. And looking pretty good. You know, 1,300 scrimmage yards already, week 8. Another good run here for the first down. I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. We're going to go with Bingo Cross now. You know how I like to switch it up after a good run, go to passing. And we need points here. Whether it's field goal or touchdown, we need points on this drive. Goes to Brock Bowers. Right? Is that his name? Pretty sure that's his name. I don't remember. Meyer was the guy who got the touchdown last game, so I know 87 is now Meyer, and it is Bowers, so I'm pretty sure his first name's Brock. Casual moment showing through. Did he just throw another interception? No, it's incomplete. I swore. I couldn't see too much of it, but I swore he threw another interception. I'm going to go with a screen pass here so I can get some more yardage, because we're in a 2-minute drill, so I'm not going to be running it too much, but if I could get some receiving yards, I will take them. Minshew has 25 passing yards and an interception, and I'm pretty sure most of the passing yards are to me. Like, I just got 12 right there or something like that. So this is looking very bad. He gets a gain of 7 there. Minute 45 left. This 2-minute drill's not looking too terrible, but at the same time, like, I don't have faith in Minshew's abilities right now. Although he did just throw for first down to Michael Gallup. Why sail time? I'm on another flat. Don't really see the ball much in the flats, but I called for it there. Didn't mean to run out quite yet. I wanted the first down first, but I will take the gain of 8. Minute 25. This is becoming very promising. We might be able to get a touchdown here. I don't know who that went to. Devontae Adams down to the 3. I'm actually going to switch this to inside zone here and see if I could sneak one in. Give me another touchdown. And I can't yet, but I do get a gain of 1. I'm going to do that again because we are at the 2-yard line with a minute left. Like, we have plenty of time for these plays. And there it is. I didn't even need to do the dive. I could have walked straight in there. We get another touchdown. We have a pretty nice touchdown streak right now, it feels like. It feels like we get one every other game or every game, which I personally love because in college we were getting 0. And actually, for the first half, we still get one more drive. 47 seconds. I doubt anything really comes from it, but let's see what we can do. Always a chance. If we could break one free, we could probably get a touchdown and tie it. So, it's not breaking one free, and actually, I was pretty terrible looking. We'll go stick next. I don't expect me to break one free, but hopefully someone on our team can. And actually, I feel like I have less hope for that to happen, especially when Minshew does that and Bowers drops it. Like, what are we doing? Now they want to run it with me for 3rd and 10 and just chew the clock. So that's going to be halftime. Not the greatest half, but we leave the half with only a 3-point deficit. I spin Nick Bolton out of his shoes, even with his X Factor on, and I finish with 10 rushes for 57 yards, 5.7 yards per carry. Also have a touchdown, have some receiving yards. Pretty good first half, not quite as good as last game's first half. So somehow, before the end of the last half, they were able to go down and get a field goal and then come out and score a touchdown to start the second half. So we're now down 19-7, which is not bueno. I'm still on my feet, but I get tackled by my own guy. He's not getting out of my way, and I was literally holding left that entire time there, trying to get out of the way of that. The game kind of just glitched me into him, so I didn't really have anything I could do there. And we get a gain of 3, and then a gain of 2, and it's already 3rd and 5. So yeah, this is what I was afraid of. We're definitely losing this game. We cannot get any yards here. However, I'll still take my touchdown. Probably should have gone to me, but actually Jacoby got the first down anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter who it goes to, because it wasn't going to be a touchdown either way. And we'll run stretch now. Haven't seen too much of Nick Bolton. I've spun him out a few times. But he hasn't really had that much of an impact like I thought he would. But I haven't had the impact that I thought I would have either. Gain of 2 yards. I'd like to reach 100 rushing yards in every single one of my games so that I can. Don't know if it's going to happen today. And there's Nick Bolton because I talked about him. 3rd and 7. Yet again. On 3rd and long. Going to be the wide receiver here. On 3rd and 7. And it went to me, and I actually caught it for the first down. I did not expect that going to me. But I will obviously take it. Halfback dive. We're going to keep going back to the runs. And I don't know if I'm on chew clock or not. I don't think I am. But the clock is definitely going down pretty fast here. And man, I just had to mention his name so he could tackle me a million times, huh? Nick Bolton is going crazy now. Okay, last play of the 3rd. Safety comes rushing down, and it's 3rd and 6. So we're going to start the 4th with another 3rd and long. Lackluster game, but overall I think I have 100 yards with receiving and rushing. So that is obviously nice to have. We're going to have some nice scrimmage yards. We're going to have probably over 2,000 if I stay healthy. And that's going to Jacoby Myers, and that is a dot from Gardner Minshew. What a touchdown. Okay. It's like the first touchdown that wasn't me in what feels like forever, even though Meyer just had the one at the first half last game. But it feels like it's been forever. Like, we get no help, and Chiefs go down and score right away, obviously. So that's probably game, but let's see if we could, do some garbage time stat padding here. And let's see if we get above at least 80 rushing yards. Oh, yeah, we could get it. We could get it right here. So we get 81 rushing yards now on 17 rushes. Not the greatest average, but I'll take the yards and touchdowns over the average. Obviously going 4 verts now. Going to try and get some points back in a quick hurry here. Now, there still is a chance we win this. I'm going to say it's not happening, though. Although Brock Bowers there, all the way up to the 16. We're looking pretty hot. Gardner Minshew's finding the seeds here. 3 minutes left. Need a touchdown probably in the next 2 plays here. We need a touchdown before the 2-minute warning. I'll say that. Can I get it for us here? No, I cannot, but I get us down to the 1-yard line. Are they going to give it to me? They want to do 4 verticals again for some reason. I'm going to run inside zone. I'm going to steal this here and see if I could dive it in for a touchdown. It's going to be close. And I got it, though. I got it. We got in for it. It's going to be a very close game here, boys. We're going to be down to 1 touchdown. We need 1 defensive stop. 1 defensive stop, and we have a chance to get this game back. Will we get that defensive stop? Yes, kind of. They scored a field goal. Still a 1-possession game. We have 46 seconds left. Probably going to be a lot of verticals. 36 seconds, or 46 seconds, my bad. Need a touchdown here and a 2-point conversion. Look at me over here. Very wrong route, but it was very good catch right there. 68 yards receiving this game, 82 yards rushing. And I just got us across the 50-yard line. Need to do that same thing again. Okay, he goes out of bounds with it. I don't think it goes out of bounds. Nope, and we have no timeouts. That might have just cost us the game. Luckily, for some reason, the clock didn't accelerate there like it has been. And he almost threw an interception there. Okay, well, he stopped the clock with that. 3rd and 1. Let's go corner strike here. Let's go, boys. Let's win this game. Let's win this game, boys. I don't think you should have gone that way. Don't think you should have gone that way. PA crossers. I'm obviously blocking here. But we need this. Need it, need it, need it. You had, I think, I can't tell if that was Gallup or Myers there, but you literally had a guy wide open across the middle on a crosser. And now we're done for. We're done for. 9 seconds left. We ain't getting a touchdown in 9 seconds. Now with Minshew running like this. 3rd and 10. Did he throw it out of bounds? Okay. Hail Mary. Can I give myself a route here? Okay. A real Hail Mary here. Not going to me. And man, that's game. What a game though. That was very close there at the end. Closer than I expected. We had 2 touchdowns, I think. Over 150 yards total. Or 140 yards, I guess, total. Pretty nice game for us. Could not get the win. Let's go on to the final game against the Bengals. Bengals score 7 on their opening drive. Let's see if we can do the same here. Looked promising for a run there. Only get 2, though. He got me right there at the edge. And, you know, still leading the league, I believe, in rushing yards. I did not check. But looking pretty good so far for the season. We're both 4-4. We need this win if we want a chance at, you know, the division. And actually, I think it just said we were 3rd. I had this little cutscene before that said I was 3rd in the division. And the Chiefs have a worse record than me, even with winning that last game. Which means the Chiefs are 4th in division, and Broncos and Chargers are ahead of us. Little glitchy run there. Couldn't really get anything going. Everybody was piled up in the middle. Terrible end to our first drive. Hoping the next drive is better. I want to see some of the running lanes that we got in the first game. That first game had some glorious running lanes. We had like a 44-yard touchdown run and, you know, 135 rushing yards in the game. And haven't really been doing much the past 2 games. Of course, this one just started. We're already on the final play of the first, though. And I can't get anything going. I feel so slow for whatever reason. Like, there's no wear and tear in this game. But my guy just felt like a slug right there. Felt like a snail. Could not get anything going. And they just want to keep running it with me. Obviously, I will not complain with them running it with me. But if I'm getting, you know, no yards, why keep doing it? Like, look at that. I just lost 6 yards. I have 5 rushes for -1 yards. This game's very dumb right now. It makes me very annoyed. Kind of want to reset it. But we'll keep rocking it, obviously. And the screen pass does work, and we actually get a first down on that. So that is very wild. Let's run it back with me, see if I could redeem myself for some rushing yards. I now need to bust one for like 50. I have yet to do that in the past 2 games. But this one's looking pretty nice. We're actually at positive rushing yards, so we're almost at 1 yard a carry, though, which is very terrible. We already have 6 rushes. Only 10 yards. We're down 14 as well. Not looking good for this game. And we lose another yard, dude. Can you guys create a running lane for your boy? Your job is to create running lanes. Please create them. Okay? That is not a running lane. That is me trying to spin my way to any yards, and I can't get anything going. You guys actually make me so upset. 8 rushes, 9 yards is actually the worst thing of all time. Like, what is going on? Oh, but look at that. We at least get a touchdown back. So, could be worse, although I'm very frustrated and annoyed with our blocking so far this game. Our defense has yet to make a stop. And I'm 35 rushing yards away from 1,000 rushing yards on the season. So, I'm going to be stubborn and just run this ball even though we have a minute left and should be doing a 2-minute drill. And now we're going to stick to that 2-minute drill. But 17 rushing yards in the first half. 2 yards per carry. Very ugly. I do have some decent passing yards, though, with that screenplay and that play right there. 76 passing yards total for Minshew. I have, like, 50 of them, it feels like. Although it's probably more like 30. But still good. Goes to Bowers. Going to take a timeout here. We have a minute left to go down and get any form of points. Like I said, defense can't make a stop. 21-7 down 14 again. Don't go to me, please, even though I called for it. Although you should have gone to me because you threw an interception. So, Bengals with a minute left might actually score here, and this game might be over before it really even started. They did indeed score a touchdown there, so I'm just going to run it here. Whether he wants me to or not, I'm just going to switch to inside zone and run it and try and get some positive yards here before the half ends. And I can't get anything going. Like, how did I run better on Chris Jones and Nick Bolton with his X Factor on the entire time than these guys? Like, the only one that's good is Henderson, right? Or am I that big of a casual that I don't know who the Bengals have on their defensive line? Oh no, I'm calling a timeout here. I'm being greedy. I need all my rushing yards. I don't know why they want to freaking throw a Hail Mary here. And I can't audible out of it. So I'm going to just, spam the ball here. And I'm at least going to get the receiving yards if I don't get the rushing yards. So we have like a total of 70 or 80 scrimmage yards this game. But only 30 rushing yards is very ugly. And we're down 28-7 at the half as well, which is also obviously ugly. And we're probably going to fall to sub 500. I don't foresee a miracle happening here. Going to go back to the run to start this half, obviously. And they are going back to stop me behind the line. They are just so good. You'd think they'd be 8-0 right now with this run defense. Holy moly, man. I have not faced something like this yet, but this is making me think I have it on the right difficulty. Although that was a nice run right there. 13 rushes, 40 yards. Last game I had 5 rushes, 40 yards. So that's 8 rushes of 0 yards in comparison. And man, I can't get anything going. Can I please run for a 1 yard every single time? God. That's the end of our first drive of this half, and we are just absolutely abysmal. This is making me want to throw up. This is disgusting in every way, and our defense finally makes a stop. But our offense can't get anything going because I want to run the ball and get good stats, but I also can't do anything because they just stop me behind the line. I can't run inside, that's for sure. Can't really run outside, but I can run outside better than I can run inside. 15 rushes, 45 yards. That's 3 rushes. That's 3 yards a carry, which is not, in the grand scheme of things, completely terrible. But I'd like to keep it to the 5 to 6 yard per carry range. But it's not going to happen when I can't run for a single yard ever on the inside. It has to be a freaking outside run, otherwise I'm getting blown up every single time, which makes no sense to me. I'm switching this to inside zone. I'm getting the first down right here. And if not, we're taking the field goal. There it is. Holy, I finally got an inside run that was worth running. Like, this is absolutely just insane that we can't get any running going here. Another gain of 5. See, I'll take all the gains of 5. I can. I'm now over 1,000 yards rushing. Got 10 touchdowns. That was a lot of 10s there. That was 10, 10, 10. That looks pretty nice. Okay. We have way more attempts than anybody else. Our yards per carry are way worse than everybody else. But I am stubborn, and I will get my touchdown this game. I'm getting a touchdown here. And there it is. Touchdown number 11. Looking good. Okay, we finally picked up some stuff here. We're down 14. We're not going to win this game. But the rushing has finally turned around. And I feel good about this game as far as a rushing and stats standpoint. We do hold them to a field goal. Only 3 minutes left, though. We are not scoring 14 points or even more than that because we need more than that in that time. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be selfish. I'm going to take all these rushing yards I can get. I don't think I'm going to get any here. Just kidding. I do get more than 10. And I like that. We could potentially get 100 yards rushing here. We're still holding on to like the 3 yards per carry, which is, like I keep saying, not that good. But, like I will also say, it's not that terrible. It's better than the 1 yard rushing, I was doing in the first. And Henderson, man, this guy is going to make me freaking off myself. 2nd and 12 here. I want more than 80 yards per... Not 80 yards per carry. What am I saying? I want 80 rushing yards. And that was a bad throw by Gardner. That should have been easily a first down catch. That could have been a touchdown probably. Gardner with a terrible pass there. Nobody's playing good this game. Defense lets up everything. Gardner freaking gets sacked. Like, nothing is going to go right here. And we're going to go for it on fourth down because why not? Should probably just run it here. But it's a 2-minute warning. Last effort here. Cannot get the first, but I do get the receiving yards. I have 57 receiving yards. Bring me up to like 130 total yards on the day, which, 130 scrimmage yards per game is not bad. Not bad. However, we do go sub 500, and we are now 31. Now 31-14. No, we are now 4-5. We lost this game 31-14, and I still cannot believe how hard it was to rush that game. But we still got our touchdown. You will not stop me at getting touchdowns. So at the end of this episode, looking at league leaders, we are still ahead for yards by 200, which is good. I have some cushion there. So my yards per carry may be worse than everybody else. I have 50 more carries than these guys on the screen. But same amount of touchdowns, 200 more yards. I'll take it. However, 50 carries for 200 extra yards is a little rough. Not the greatest there. What is that, like 4 yards per carry or something like that? I don't know math. I'm actually not that good at math. But we're now 5-4, which is not good. I mean, 4-5. 5-4 wouldn't be too bad, but 4-5, not good. Not the greatest for the standings. Let's actually see where we're at. Also, this week is our bye week, so we don't have much going on here. But looking at standings, a lot of 6-win teams, 7-win teams, 5-win teams. And now looking at the 4-5 win teams, or 4-5 overall teams, we are 19th, tied with the Jets. Not good. We have less points responsible for, but also way less points allowed. And we actually have a positive point differential, which is, I guess, somewhat promising. But we started the episode, what did we start? Like 3-3, and we're ending in 4-5, right? Is that right? I don't remember. Let's see, this is week 10. So, yeah, we started 3-3 and ended 4-5. So not good. Not a good week by any means. However, I was getting quite a few touchdowns. Got over 1,000 yards. I don't know how many passing yards I have, but I think we're over 1,500 yards from, scrimmage, which is absolutely insane and glorious, and you love to see it. I think I have a real chance at being Offensive Player of the Year with that. Let me go look at these wide receivers real quick. Yeah, 800 yards for Ayuk. So, yeah, I think I definitely have a good pace for being Offensive Player of the Year. Definitely should get Rookie of the Year, in my opinion. We shall see, though, when that comes. We're still a few episodes away from that. But I appreciate y'all for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Peace.